It's now time for the Rebirth Sports full game recap. We go all the way back November the 6th, the year 2024, when the Nashville Predators were in Washington to face off against the Capitals. Head coach Andrew Brunette deploys his lines of defensemen in the following combinations, and there had to be a last-minute change after warm-ups. Tommy Novak had to be scratched, so Luke Evangelisti gets plugged into the lineup, and here are your lines. Forsberg, O'Reilly, and Stamkos make up your new first line. Marchessault, Sissons, and Nyquist. Sissons moving up from the third line to the second line. Parsonen, Tomasino, and Evangelista. Then LaRue, McCarron, and Smith. Your defense pairings are Shea and Yossi, Luzon and Carey, Delgado and Shen. UC Saros gets the start on the road. 46 seconds into the first period, UC Saros coming up with a save on Protas. The first shot on goal of the game at the 55-second mark. It's Thompson coming up with a save on Jonathan March. So that's the Predators' first shot on goal. 2:06 of the first period, it's Thompson coming up with a save on Shen at the 3:12 mark of the first period. It's Parsonen coming up with his first goal of the season. It was a low slot tip of Tomasino's shot. Again, Tomasino getting into the lineup after not being in for some time. Parsonen recently getting a chance to be back in the lineup, and Evangelista out there on a part of this line. So this good young line breaking through for the Nashville Predators first. Parsonen's first of the season, a great deflection there in the low slot area. The Predators lead the Capitals 1-0, but just seconds later, 4:26 of the first, McMichael picks up his 8th goal of the season. It was a rebound putback. He was left all alone in front, part of the defensive lapses we've seen from the Predators so far throughout this entire season. And McMichael picks up his 8th, tying the game at 1 apiece. 6:44 of the first period, Delgado going off the box, 2 minutes for tripping. Saros comes up with a save on Ovechkin. Saros then also comes with a save on Mangiapane, and that would be it for the power play for the Capitals. At the 9:54 mark of the first, it's Saros coming up with a save on Dowd, 13:29. Thompson comes with a save on Brady Shea. At the 14:11 mark of the first period, to Mangiapane after the box, 2 minutes for tripping versus Alex Carey. Marchessault then picks up a penalty, 2 minutes for tripping. The UC Saros would have to come up with a save on Ferraberry, and then Saros would have to come up with a save on Dowd. The Predators' penalty kill after the 4-on-4 would be able to hold. But the 18:06 mark of the first period, now Luzon off the box, 2 minutes for interference. Saros coming up with a save on Ovechkin, then Saros coming with a save on LaPierre. And this is the problem with this first period. It may be tied at 1 apiece, but the Predators have taken 3 penalties and put themselves in a bit of an energy crunch here. The Washington Capitals are out shooting the Predators 18-11. UC Saros absolutely great here in this first period. 8 seconds into the second period, Saros comes up with a save on Dubois at the 1:44 mark of the second period. Thompson comes up with a save on Tomasino at the 2:40 mark. Thompson comes up with a save on the captain, Roman Josi. 3:44 now in the second period. Forsberg hits the crossbar after stealing the puck. He absolutely had the netminder Thompson beat on this one. 5:42 of the second period. Thompson comes with a save on Marchessault. And look at that. The Nashville Predators that seem to be failing to generate any offense in the first period are now generating 5 shots on goal in the first 5 minutes after only having 11 in the entire first period. 6:12 of the second period, Saros comes with a save on LaPierre. At 8:11 in the second period, Saros comes with a save on McMichael, plus the follow-up. Really good sequence here by the netminder for the Nashville Predators. 10:42 mark, Saros comes with a save on Ferraberry. At the 11:20 mark, now past the halfway point of this game, Thompson comes with a save on the captain, Roman Josi. At 14:08 of the second period, Saros comes with a save on Radish. We've got a goaltenders duel developing here in this period, but that's about to take a quick break for a minute. 15:03 of the second period, Protas picks up his 5th goal of the season. The Washington Capitals again finding themselves more time and space than they should have available in the offensive end. That puts the Caps up 2-1. But it is just 31 seconds later that Steven Stamkos at 15:34 the second picks up his 3rd goal of the season. It was a redirect at the side of the crease, and it was a really sweet redirect. Great job there. High skill by Steven Stamkos, tying this game at 2 apiece. At the 16:10 mark on the second, LaRue hits the post, so second post of this period. At the 18:13 mark of the second period, Thompson comes with a save on Josi, plus the follow-up by Smith. 19:22, Roy off to the box, 2 minutes for roughing on Philip Forsberg. Great job by Philip Forsberg here to draw the power play, but the referees clearly wanted to give a makeup call after this because Forsberg picks up a penalty almost immediately, 2 minutes for tripping, creating yet another 4-on-4 scenario here. So at the end of the second period, we're tied at 2 apiece, but the Washington Capitals have 32 shots on goal. 32 shots on goal. The Predators have 24. We flip over to the backside of the sheet, and we find the start of the third period. 4-on-4 action for a minute and 23 seconds to start the period. Washington then with a power play of 37 seconds. Nothing would happen over the exchange of these special teams. So we pick it back up at 4 minutes of the third period, and that's where Carey is off the box. 2 minutes for holding another penalty against this Predators team. Saros comes with a save on Strome. And yes, I truly believe it was a save. I saw the puck change direction there and go up over the crossbar. So the rebound over the crossbar, Saros credit with a save, and Saros with another save on Carlson, 7:51 mark of the third period. Thompson coming with a save on Philip Forsberg, 7:59. Saros a save on Dubois, but at 10:25 of the third period, it's Alex Ovechkin, that youngster out there, picking up his 8th goal of the season. Just a sick wrist shot. Again, he was able to find time, he was able to find space, and a player like Alex Ovechkin is going to be able to pick his spot. And we've seen 3 really, really big-time players for their teams come in the last couple of games and hit really big-time shots against UC Saros. And this Ovechkin wrist shot was another one of those. 3-2 now in favor of the Capitals. We go to the 12:07 mark of the first period. And it's Thompson coming with a save on Marchessault. Now, here's a weird scenario because Delgaizo is able to poke the puck into the net, but it is ruled on the ice to be goaltender interference. But then we have the referees get together and huddle and have a scrum. Then we have them go to the benches. And then the Predators offer a challenge on this one because the puck is clearly in the net. It does appear that Delgaizo was taken down by one of the players from the other team. So the Nashville Predators challenge it. It goes on for a while, but the call on the ice ends up standing. Really tough break for the Nashville Predators because not only does this not allow them to get the tying goal, but they also pick up a penalty for delay of game, 2 minutes. Alex Carey would come up with a huge shot block on Ovechkin's one-timer from the left circle during that exchange, and the Predators would be able to survive. But a really tough break for this Nashville Predators team that was fighting really hard in this third period. Still a few minutes to go, though. 15:31 of the third period. Thompson comes with a save on Shea's heavy shot. That seemed to definitely stun Thompson just a little bit. 17:25 of the third period. Parson hits the crossbar on deflection. 18:18. Saros comes with the save on Carlson. The 19:51 mark of the third period. Thompson comes with the save on Philip Forsberg at the back post. The Nashville Predators did everything they needed to do with the extra attacker on, and they had the opportunity right here, but they could not get it past Thompson. Thompson's best save of the game, I think, by far. And the Nashville Predators fall to the Washington Capitals by a score of 3-2. Washington ends up out shooting Nashville 36-35, but the Nashville Predators certainly made up for a lot of that gap there in the third period. The Predators had 24 after the second period. They ended up with 35 shots on goal, so 11 shots on goal. That equals what they were able to do in the first period as well. So the Predators were picking up momentum and gaining steam and competitive level throughout the entirety of the third period. And I hope that that's the Predators team that they're able to take into their next game because they were much more competitive in the third than they were in the first and the second when UC Saros had to do all the work to keep them in it. All right, that's going to do it for the Reverse Sports full game recap. We've got so much more coming up about this game, analysis, box score, and more, and that's coming up next right here on the Renegades of Puck podcast.